name's Priscilla. Today's video is going to be something a little different than what you're used to seeing from me. It does have to do with bags, but it's a different kind of bag. So today's video is going to be what's in my EDC bag. And then I'm also going to give you like some tips if you are attending EDC. So I guess I'll start with the what's in my bag first, and then I'll work my way through there. So if you're interested, keep on watching. So this bag is from Vibedration.com, and I actually got this about, I think 2 or 3 years ago. I went to my first EDC in 2015, and then I saw a lot of people with these and I just fell in love. Obviously this is a Camelback, and if you attend any EDC, this is a must-have. So let's get right into it. I love it because it has, this is a back, and it has a bunch of compartments, and then it has the thing right here, the zippers, and just lots of room for lots of stuff. The first thing in my bag are some sunglasses. It does tend to get really hot, especially if you get there during the day, like around 6. If you get there when they open, the sun's still out, and you will need some sunglasses. Sometimes, you know, those lights are pretty damn bright. So I would honestly recommend to take not your nicest pair of Ray-Bans or anything like that, just some, you know, $5 sunglasses, because you might lose them. So I wouldn't even take these. These are from Key, Australia. And let me see, I guess it's tradition to put them on, right? Yeah, okay. I wouldn't take these to EDC actually. I took my Ray-Bans last year, but they were my older ones. But still, even those. So take some nice, a pair of little cheapy sunglasses, because you might lose them. The second thing is, of course, a wallet. I would highly recommend to take just a little bit of cash, and then of course your cards, your ID, because they do card you. And then if you want to make a purchase, of course, well, pretty self-explanatory. So take your cards, take a little bit of cash, because you just never know. The next thing that I have in here is some chapstick, and of course make sure that you guys check the guidelines. These are stuff that I've been able to take in, but it just depends on security. Sometimes security is just crazy and they're mean, and sometimes they're just like, oh, okay, come on in. Usually with like chapsticks, you have to take them sealed, but like I said, it just depends on who's doing security and if they really want to take it there, you know. So this is a little chapstick, and I would definitely recommend this because you're gonna be out and about all day until the sun rises, so your lips will definitely get chapped. So I would highly recommend for you to take this or something like that. Also, another thing too, glitter. This is like a cute little matte glittery lip gloss. Again, check your guidelines, because the first year that I went, they made me throw away my MAC lipstick, and it was orange and glittery, and it was a limited edition, and I had to throw it away. But after that, the 2 years that I've gone after that, they haven't made me throw anything away. So again, check the guidelines. If you can take something like this, I would definitely take it. This is your festival refresh. It's kind of like a Fix Plus. So I would definitely recommend for you to take one of these if you can. Okay, another thing too, some tissues. You are going to be out and about, and they're out in the desert, and there's dust all over the place, and I guarantee you, you will want one of these, okay? Even if you don't have any allergies or anything like that, these really come in handy. So I would highly recommend for you to take some of these. I know this might sound kind of weird, but a deodorant for yourself to freshen up, and for the sake of others, okay? You are dancing next to thousands and thousands of people, so deodorant goes a long way. So take that if you can. What I also have in here are some Huggies baby wipes, and the same thing with this is usually the rules are that you can take this, but they have to be sealed. So this is a must. If there was one thing that I would say to take for sure, it would be these. These are so refreshing and such a necessity, especially when you're out in the porta potties. Like those porta potties are so disgusting. Sometimes there's no toilet paper and it's really, really nasty. So these are awesome. Also, because it's so hot, you're gonna be in 100, well, I don't know about this year, but in previous years, now that the date has changed, it's not supposed to be as hot, but nonetheless, it is Vegas and you are in the desert. These come in handy, like you'll be so hot and then you can take one of these out and just like wipe your neck, and it feels so good, so refreshing. These are amazing, and you'll be like a savior to the people next to you because they will ask you, they'll be like, oh, can I get one? And of course, you want to be plur, so you give it to them and you will be their savior and they will love you for it. So take those. Another thing too, which I don't have a lot here because I need to make some more by next week, but take lots of candy. People are going to want to trade candy with you, and you know, who doesn't love to trade candy? It's awesome. It's a great way to meet people, and it's a great way to just interact with everybody. So take candy so that you can give and receive. Last thing that I have in here is one of these. Yes, take a fan. These are amazing. Again, it's so hot. You're in the crowd with thousands and thousands of people, and it's also cool to like, you know, fan your neighbor. Hey. Okay, so take a fan. This one, my mom gave it to me. She got it in Cancun. It's beautiful. I've seen some like this at the dollar stores. And so what I usually do is I'll buy like 3 of them, and then I'll just have them. And then when I'm, you know, dancing and I see people, I'll just give it to them. And again, not just with the wipies, but with the fans, you become their savior, so they'll love you for it. And it's the plur thing to do, so why not do it? It's only $1 if you find them. They're really handy to have. Okay, and then 2 things that I don't have here, but that I usually have hanging right here is a hand sanitizer. Just the little ones, of course, pretty self-explanatory. Again, just about being fresh and clean. And the next thing that I would recommend too, believe it or not, is maybe like a roll of toilet paper. My friend always takes some in her bag, and she becomes everybody's savior during like when we have to use the porta potties. And then of course you gotta have your water. This one, I don't really like this one. I'm gonna change it. This is the old ones. They have a nice and clear one so you can see what's going on in there. Okay, so I have a coupon code for Vibedration. I really don't get anything out of it except like $10 off or something. Like, so yeah, I think it's 10% off. I'll link the information down below if you want to use my coupon code, thanks. And if you don't, that's okay too. But I highly recommend this bag. It holds everything and more. And it's really comfortable since you're gonna be dancing all night, all day and all night. It's awesome. It's really comfortable. I absolutely love it. All right, so now 2 tips when going to EDC. Tip number 1 is get there early. They have this really cool pre-show. My first year that I went, I never went to go check out the pre-show because I was like, oh, like we have till 5 in the morning. And then I kind of got caught up in Vegas for a little bit. So we didn't get there till 11. Well, the next year that I went, we went super early because we had split a limo with a bunch of friends, which by the way is something to look into for transportation, because again, our first year we took the shuttles and it was a big old mess. But the next year I got a group of people and we rented a limo, and it was almost the same price as the shuttle with everybody putting in their money together, and it was just way better. So something to think about. But anyway, what I was saying is get there on time, get there right when they open. It's such a special moment. When they open the gate, you're just waiting for the time to hit 6 o'clock, and then the doors open and everybody goes in. And then as you're like, and then when you go into the stadium, there's some other doors. And again, you just wait a little bit, and then you come down like these stairs of the speedway, and it's so amazing. Like you get a glimpse of everything, the carnival rides, everything. And then they have like these performers, everybody's taking pictures in the stadium. It's such a special moment. And then everybody walks down, and then they have like this drum line and a bunch of performers, and it's so cool. I cannot believe that I missed that the first year that I went. So make sure you get there early. Do not miss that pre-show. It's so awesome. It's such a cool memory to have. I'll insert a clip from my Snapchat. I don't know how good or bad it's gonna look because it's Snapchat and it's from like last year, but I'll go ahead and, you know, insert it in, and that's kind of what it is right there. The second thing is, of course, if you're gonna go to a shuttle, same thing, get there early. Another thing to do is be creative. There's so much creativity going on. It's such a beautiful place to just dress up and have the best time of your life. Have fun with it. You will see so many crazy costumes. You'll see guys in thongs. You'll see just crazy creativity. Like, there's so much going on. Make sure that you be creative as well. It's really fun to dress up. Get familiar with the Speedway. If this is your first time there, I would take like a perimeter walk all around the Speedway and kind of know where everything is at. That way at nighttime, you know more or less where things are at. Be familiar where the water stations are at, because that's really important. With that said, make sure that you keep hydrated, because yeah, it's really important to drink lots of water in order to be able to survive the entire night, because it's a long night and it goes by like in 2 seconds. So make sure that you drink lots of water, know where the water stations are at, know where the porta potties are at. Another thing too is, if you are with a big group, one of the tips that I would suggest is have like a meeting spot, so that in case anyone gets lost, you know where to find each other. My group, it's probably like 20 of us, so we usually meet up every hour outside Neon Garden where the mushrooms are at. And so every hour we just go back, make sure everyone's okay, because we all want to see different DJs, so we all just make sure that everyone's okay. We go to different sets together, so have a meetup spot. I would highly recommend for you guys to meet your people like maybe every hour and a half or something like that. We meet every hour just to make sure that everyone's okay, everyone's accounted for. Okay, where are we going next? Are we going together? Are we gonna split up again? We'll meet you back here in an hour. You know, sometimes you get caught up that you miss the hour of the meetup, but then we go right back into the next hour and it's like, oh hey, here you are, you're live. It's very important. Check up on your people and make sure that that everyone is okay and alive and enjoying the festival. Make sure to check out all the carnival rides. You're paying a lot of money to be there, so make sure you get on those carnival rides. I mean, why not? Be nice to everybody. You know, everybody's there for the same reason, and for the most part, everybody is pretty nice. You know, sometimes it gets overwhelming because the crowd is so massive that sometimes, you know, you will get shoved and you will get pushed, but usually, you know, everybody's there for the same reason, and hey, they just want to go past you so that they can go see, you know, whatever artist. Just be nice about it. What I like to do is I like to get my fan, and then I'll be like, hey, I'll be fanning people, and then once I do that, then they'll let me through and they'll be like, yes girl, fan me. Okay, so that's another tip. If you can take a portable charger, just because, you know, you're gonna be there the whole night, and make sure you're there the whole night. Take care of each other. If you see someone that needs help, make sure you help them. Ground control is there to help you. And a lot of times people are, you know, afraid to say anything because they think they're gonna be judged, or someone's gonna call the cops or whatever. They're there to help you. So if you are in need of assistance, or you see that somebody else maybe partied a little too hard, just make sure that, you know, you are there. Make sure you help them. Get help if you need help, and help others who need help. Take lots of pictures. Take it all in. It's so much fun, so much hype, and then it's such an amazing event, and it feels like it's over in like 2 seconds. I know the first time that I went, I was kind of like, oh my god, it's till 6 in the morning, I'm not gonna be able to last. But there's so much going on that the time literally flies. Like, you'll look at the time and you'll be like, oh my god, it's almost 5:30, or you won't even look at the time and you'll see the sun rising, and it's so beautiful, so beautiful. I highly recommend for you to watch a trance sunrise. Listen to some trance as you watch the sunrise. It's so amazing. And I think last but not least is the fireworks show. You cannot miss the fireworks show. It is incredible. They do it around, I think, midnight or 1-ish, and everywhere you are in the Speedway, you'll be able to see those fireworks. They have the best fireworks show that I have ever seen, and I've been to Walt Disney World, and they have a great show. It's amazing. It's amazing. You will be, trust me, do not miss that show. Just thinking about it just gives me chills. Alrighty, well, I think that's it for my what's in my bag EDC edition and EDC tips. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. I can't believe that it's already next week. Remember to hydrate, remember to have fun, take it all in, take care of each other, and have a great time. It's so much fun. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. If you would like to consider subscribing, even better. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.